Hey guys, well, I got some time today. I'm going to be treating some of my gear for the first time with permethrin, which is supposed to help with ticks as we get a little further north. Definitely as everything's greening up, it's getting to be more of an issue. I'm hearing from a lot of people, 100 miles so ahead of me, especially radioactive. He's definitely suggested to go ahead and start treating my stuff because he's seen a lot of ticks. He's about 100 miles north of me right now. So basically I got permethrin spray at the outfitter, and I'm here at the Super 8 out here by the pool. Pool's closed, but they said I could use the fence like to hang my stuff on. It's got to dry for a couple hours once I treat it. So basically more or less I'm going to be treating this. I thought I'd show you guys, so hang on just a second and I'll show you a little bit more. Okay, here's the stuff I'm going to be using that I got at the outfitter. It's a 12-ounce bottle of the Sawyer odorless permethrin. It's supposed to completely treat 2 outfits, and more or less I've only got like one basic hiking outfit, so I'm being kind of selective about what I treat. I'm going to be treating my hiking shorts, a new hiking t-shirt I bought yesterday because my t-shirt that's coming to me in the box is still missing. So I also got a new pair of socks. I was trying to find a bigger pair of socks, so I got those at the outfitter yesterday. My backup hiking socks, the little sleeves I wear on my knees, the gaiters that go around my shoes, my sun hoodie, and my backpack. If I have any left, I'm going to try to treat just a little bit around the bathtub in my tent, but I'm going to see how much I got left. And also I'll be treating my shoes. I'm wearing those, so I'll probably just spray that on while I'm standing in them. So anyway, I kind of saw how to do this on YouTube. It's pretty simple. Basically, you spray it to dampen it and then just let it dry, and then you're supposed to be good for about 4 to 6 weeks, or about 6 washings, which is about the same for us. We typically wash our clothes about once a week. So anyway, that's what I'm about to do. So I do have some gloves on just to be safe, so let me spray a little bit on. I'm try to show you guys some of that too. Okay guys, I got everything treated. It was kind of hard I couldn't film with my gloves on, and I didn't want to get the spray on my phone and stuff like that. So basically what I did was I treated the front and back of my backpack. I kind of followed a guy's lead on another YouTube channel that he kind of avoided places where it was like right next to his skin, so he sprayed more of the outside of the backpack, the hip belts, the back, the straps on the front. I sprayed the hoodie, my sun hoodie, down really well, even though I may not be wearing it as much coming up. I was really focused on my shoes. I sprayed them twice, and my knee sleeves and gaiters, socks, 2 pairs of socks, my soon-to-be new hiking shirt I'll start wearing probably tomorrow, and my hiking shorts. Especially I focused on those because my shorts and my socks are that's where my skin's exposed, around that area, because I wear shorts, and so basically from my knees to my shorts is exposed, like my skin. So I really focused hard on that. And then I used what I had left to spray. I didn't spray my whole tent. Basically I just sprayed around the edge of the bathtub. It's not super recommended for a Dyneema, but after reading a little bit, it looked like it was kind of okay to spray some. So basically I just sprayed around the bathtub, and I sprayed the netting. So hopefully that'll help keep ticks out of my tent. Some people say it works great on mosquitoes too. Some people say it doesn't. I'm not too prone to mosquito bites, I don't think, or at least not the ones I've been exposed to thus far in life. I may change my mind on that as I get further north, but this stuff is supposed to be really effective for ticks. So I'll keep up with how many times I wash the clothes, but otherwise I'll probably treat them again 5 to 6 weeks, just somewhere along those lines. So anyway, I thought you might be interested to see me doing that. Like I said, it's a good thing to do on a day off when you're at the hotel and it's nice and sunny outside. So that was another thing I wanted to get done today. So that'll be helpful. I'll be getting back on trail tomorrow and hiking back to here, hiking back here to Delville again. So I guess also while I'm here kind of waiting for this stuff to dry, I'll show you my backpack. I've had a lot of questions about what kind of backpack I'm using, and I've got it pretty much empty right now. I know y'all seen me carrying it, but I don't think I've showed you much about it. But it's the ULA Circuit. It's a company in Utah. Very great company to deal with. When I originally emailed them and kind of told them what my plans were, I never had a backpack before. Like my backpack before this was like a JanSport in school or something. Or something I just used as a gym bag. So with no idea what I was doing, I emailed him. The guy was just awesome. He answered every question I had. He actually, I was going to get the Ohm, and then he asked me my size, where I was going to be hiking. I told him I was doing the AT, and he suggested the Circuit. So it's been very popular on the PCT before, and it's getting more and more popular on the AT. I've seen quite a few people out here with the same pack. So it's worked really well for me. I like it. It fits really well. So this is the back of it. There's my AT tag, and that's the hook like that I cinch it down from the top. It's got side straps to basically cinch it down from the side. This big mesh pocket on the back is very handy because you can put like just about anything in there. That's where I keep my pee bottle, my tent stakes, basically anything that doesn't, you know, it's not, that can be exposed to wetness, I guess. My tent stakes, my bidet bottle I keep in there, my trowel and poop kit I keep in there. Just kind of depends what day it is. If it's raining, it kind of change it up a little bit. If it's raining and my tent gets wet, I actually put my tent in that back pouch as well. Like I said, it'll hold a ton of stuff. That's where most of the 68 liters comes from. It includes the pouches. So let me turn it around for you. As you can see, I'm usually wearing it this way. Try to do that. I know it's kind of hard to see, but let's see. So there's the straps basically and the hip belt pockets. In my right hip belt pocket, I always keep my water filter to keep it kind of clean, and usually it does good to keep in there at night so it doesn't freeze, as long as it's not too cold. If it's really cold, I'll keep it under my quilt with me. My left hip belt pocket, I usually keep my gloves and my headlamp, so if I have to do any night hiking or need my headlamp, I always know right where it is. And as y'all know, I carry this fanny pack too, that I actually got from the same company. It's called the Spare Tire, so it works well with this, and the fanny pack's where I generally keep all my snacks. And it's also very handy in town when I don't want to carry my pack everywhere. So I got the big side pockets here. On the right side, I keep my water bottles. I usually keep one for clean fresh water, like I cook with or just drink for just plain water. And then the other bottle is typically like what I mix up my electrolytes or Carnation instant breakfasts, protein powders, you know, that kind of thing. I always mix up in there. The left pocket I was using to keep my stove in, but as I've dropped some gear and got more space, I really like to keep my stove in my food bag if I can. If not, though, I'm keeping it inside the pack now, and I more or less keep kind of my lunchtime food, just extra food, really anything in that pocket. You know, anything I just happen to be carrying around that day that I, you know, want to be able to get to. But typically just food kind of goes in the left pocket now. So like I said, I've changed it up a little bit since I've been hiking for, you know, a couple of months now. So it works really well. When I pack it, I put a trash compactor bag. It's a real thick, just like they use for trash compactors. Some people, they make specialized pack liners, but most people just use a compactor bag because it's really thick and it works really well. I've used the same one the whole time I've been out here and hadn't any problems with it. So basically I put that down in the pack and it lines it, and then I shove my quilt down in there, not in a stuff sack. I just put it in the bottom, and then as I pile stuff on top of it, it kind of pushes it down. And it makes it really comfortable because that's kind of back there near your tailbones where that sits. So basically packing the pack is very important. Maybe one day when I'm packing it again, I'll try to show you that. But yeah, more or less my quilt. Then I just roll up my sleeping pad and put it in like a little donut shape, and then I stuff the liner down in the middle of that. And usually my electronics bag and my like medicine bag and things like that, I put all that down in there, and then I close the compactor bag around that so it's kind of dry protected. And then next above that will go my food bag, because you want your heaviest item kind of right here in the middle of your pack, because like close to your back, that's where you want to be carrying the most weight. That's the most comfortable. So food bag is always the heaviest thing I have, so it goes there. And then I like to have my tent above that along with my toiletry bag so I can kind of access it easily. And you know, the tent's one of the first things I need when I get to camp. But I really do like keeping it in the top of the pack because it fills out the pack more. Otherwise I'm down to so little stuff that, you know, it just doesn't fill the pack, which makes it a little bit harder to carry. So anyway, I've got this little thing on my pack. It's a thermometer and a compass, and also like an emergency whistle. I've really not used that very much. I've thought about getting rid of it, but I mean, it is kind of handy to have a compass sometimes. It's good to have a backup. But a lot of packs have whistles kind of built into the sternum straps and things, but I don't think this one does. So it works good for that too. So, and it's good to know the temperature. Like sometimes I don't have service, so I'd like to know, you know, how cold it is, so I'll know what to do with my gear, like my water filter and things, if it's really close to freezing. So, but otherwise that's about it. So I got my stuff treated, just waiting for it to dry, and then I'll pack everything back up. And I got to go through my stuff again. Let me walk over here where it's shady. Like I said, I'm back on trail tomorrow. It is kind of cool that I'm going to be able to kind of keep a kind of a resupply box here at this hotel. That was nice of them to say that. So so more or less they'll keep it for me just like I had mailed it here. So I'm really only getting, you know, it'll take me 3 to 4 days to get back here. Once I get shuttled, that's a nice tree right there. Once I get shuttled back to trail tomorrow, it'll be nice not to have to take everything. So I'm gonna go through tonight and basically anything I know I'm not gonna need for the next 4 days, where it's extra food, extra supplements, clothes, anything I don't think I'm gonna need or know that I'm not gonna need for the next 4 days, I'm gonna leave it in a box here. And then once I come back here, the lady at the outfitter was so nice. I was about to go and get a priority mailbox. Although I'm not sure they should still be called priority. At least the other one I've had a history with is definitely not considered a priority at this moment. So, but I guess that's my fault. I should have sent it in the big brown truck. Y'all heard me talk about the big brown truck and how dependable it is. But typically we send stuff in PO boxes, because if we do miss it somehow, it can be bounced forward to us somewhere else, and they don't even charge for that. So I still don't know where mine is. It's still lost in space somewhere, as they say. So it's not FedEx, so it's not in Austell, but I just don't know where it is. But like I said, I do appreciate the folks at the Petersburg Post Office for trying to find it for me, and they're going to call me if they ever get it and send it to me somewhere, because it's still got a lot of stuff I need in it. So we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, I plan to probably send another bounce box like I did before. My last stuff I just bounced back to my brother's because I had those shoes in there. And I wasn't exactly sure where I was going to need those, so I just sent those back to him, and hopefully they don't get lost when they get mailed back to me. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to do another bounce box once I get back here, and that will help me, you know, send some stuff forward. I think I will, just depending on what all kind of stuff I have. If it's not much, then it's almost not worth doing, because it costs like 15 or 20 bucks to send it. So it's got to be, you know, a worthwhile amount to send forward like that. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. I should be back on trail in the morning. I'll get back with you guys there. Triple Crown coming up. That's going to be pretty awesome. Oh, I don't know if I told you, I'm taking an extra day today just to make sure my meds are right, because I didn't get them until late yesterday. And I actually talked to a doctor friend of mine, and she suggested maybe doing 2 doses today. So I'm going to do 2 doses today and probably 2 doses tomorrow, just to make sure it's really, really back in my system. But I normally just take 1 dose a day. So anyway, like I said, trials and tribulations of number 2 pencil, but everything's going well. I think I might see one exciting thing is, I don't know, y'all have heard me talk about Nancy and Mako a lot, or Sunshine as she's known now. She has a trail name now, but she's the sweet lady that worked at Trader Joe's in Tennessee that I had hiked the Foothills Trail with her dog, Mako. He's a 70-pound standard poodle. Well, he was 70 pounds. I don't know, maybe he's lost weight or gained weight out here. I don't know, but he's an awesome little dog. So hopefully, I think they were like 11 miles behind me coming into today. So depending on how far they hike today, I may be a little behind them tomorrow or a little in front. I don't know how it's going to go, but I should get to see them pretty soon. So I'm super excited about that, because I've been communicating with her pretty much since I've been out here. We talk at least usually a couple times a week. So hopefully I'll get to see them. Hopefully I can film Mako for y'all. I know I'd like to introduce y'all to him and her, because when I did the Foothills Trail, I was not YouTubing at that point. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. I know y'all are here to watch hikers hike, not, you know, guy standing outside by an old, you know, at a pool talking. But anyway, just thought y'all might be interested in that, and that'd give me a video for today. So anyway, oh, one last thing. I did see Fish and Chips last night. We actually went to the Mexican restaurant next door and hung out. So it was really cool to get to meet Fish. You know, I knew Chips pretty well from hiking with her for those several days, but Fish was a super cool guy too. So it's so interesting to talk to somebody from like a, you know, a totally different country, like just the things they say, and I'll be like, what do you mean? And the things I'll say, and they'll be like, what do you mean? And like, just, it's so interesting. But I definitely identify with them, and they actually said I could come visit them in England. So I'm totally going to do that, because I've never been out of the country, and I've always wanted to go to Europe especially. So I think my ancestors may be from Italy, so I'd like to, you know, visit a few places when I get over there. But yeah, they definitely said they would show me around England, so that's very nice of them and very cool of them. So I asked them, could I drive my van over there, but I don't think that's really possible. But so Clara will probably have to stay here in the good old USA while I'm over there. But yeah, definitely plan to do that. I've met a lot of people out here. I met a nice lady named Nevermore from Alaska that said I could come visit her. So I'm making good connections so I can see some other new parts of the world. So anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. It's beautiful out today. Looks like the weather is looking phenomenal. Maybe rain Tuesday, but other than that, next 10 days, it's going to be kind of hot. I'm going to be hiking in some probably upper 80s at times for the next few days. And then I think once the rain passes through Tuesday, it's going to cool off quite a bit. So anyway, appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you soon.